Here it comes. We have a 3, 2, 1. Pilza! They're
Pills.
off.
And I will note that Swong decided to change his music probably after hearing the commentary there, making the right choice, honestly.
I mean, if you can get such solid advice as Ook and I are willing to give, of course you should take it.
Oh me. So some really great dropping drop combos going on for Swong at the beginning. I was watching him practice before we got on, and it's just he makes it look so easy. You don't even recognize sometimes that well, I don't even recognize sometimes that some of the clears are there, and then he just makes it look so effortless. So really good play coming from him, and Savage is staying right there with him.
Yes, indeed. It's quite a close game. Savage is going to be setting up at the bottom of her board to clear everything of the blue there horizontally. She's got herself open for that. And just one virus left as she clears that yellow with a no drop time double clear, but swung out first at a 114 and into level 7.
I mean, I was trying to watch both of them at the same time. I think we might actually have a virtual dead heat with this one. They were very close to each other when they were coming out of that level 6. So this is the sort of exciting play we have come to expect from the Dr. Mario Championship tournaments.
Now, what pill do you think Swang is waiting for on the right there? Looks like it was double red. Get that answered as soon as I ask it. Thank you very much, Swang. And going to be setting up all of his red to clear away. He's got a lot of it on the top and just getting a lot of red pills, so that's taking care of that problem for him.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, we've got Savage on the right doing, or on the left there doing, just doing everything she can and actually holding on to a very slim lead right now. She's got a bit of a column situation going on in that column 5, kind of reminiscent of what we saw with Packy right at the end of his last game. But I think she's going to be able to get right through that, and there we go. She finds some pieces to start drilling that one down, but still, again, holding on to a slim lead over Swang.
Very slight lead, but Swang with some excellent combos set up here and waiting to fire off. Just needs a little bit of the right colors here. Going to line himself up to clear that yellow horizontally. If he can get this red at row, I don't know, 5 or 6-ish horizontally, that will let the blue drop down and make for a very efficient clear. Looks like he's got the red at the bottom horizontally and now just has to build the platform for it.
Oh
It
no,
is
he's
going
gonna
to be tough
have
with
to have a
this
double red.
double red setup because he needs a double red to finish it that way. But looks like he's going to just do what he can with other pills for a little while and see what happens. There goes the one red. He's going to be able to set up his red horizontal from the other side. Just needs one more red pill and he'll be out of 7. But Savage already out of 7 and making her way through 8.
Yeah, we're looking at about a 30-second advantage that Savage gave herself at the end of that, and honestly, that having to wait around for to get the red cleared out really put Swan behind the 8 ball on this one. So hopefully, for his sake, he's going to be able to find a way through that. But Savage really putting herself in a good position at level 8 of this first game.
Now, Ook, tell us a little bit about the cheerleader we can hear.
Oh goodness, yes, it means my wife is home. The dog is an unfortunate regular member of my stream, but yeah, it should be going away very soon here.
I can
Sorry
think of
about that.
no more fortunate member of the team. We all love the Pets channel. Come join us on the Discord. Check us out. We have a lot of fun showing off our favorite buddies. Meanwhile, oh, a slight misplay from Savage there, but she does only have one virus left in her level, so a bit of an advantage over Swang. Still looking at about 9 viruses when she gets out and into the final level.
At 438 is probably not where she wants to be, but It is still a good spot to be in for her, and yeah, she's got looking like she's going to be able to have a good chance of pulling this one out. But we have seen crazier things. As swung out at a 502, uh, there's there are larger deficits that have been overcome by Savage herself, so she knows better than to get off the gas on this one.
Totally, totally. Meanwhile, Swang setting up some nice no-drop clears on the left of his board. Always a thing that you want to watch out for if you have the opportunity for it, because the thing that happens is not just that there's no drop, but also that there's fewer animations for clears, which can save a significant chunk of time.
Yeah, we will. I know you can wax poetic when it comes to all of the data that you can pull from this game as far as timing and everything. Unfortunately, this game just moves too fast for us to be able to get through all of that all the time. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one who finds it fascinating.
Oh, yes. But Savage with a very nice setup at the bottom of her board, great board health, has all of the viruses that she needs to clear available for clearing. And setting off the last little combo there at the bottom, she is coming down to the last few viruses, but so is Swang with just 13 viruses remaining. And if Savage doesn't get any blue pills, I mean, you can't finish without the colors that you need.
Absolutely, and she's going to get the worst red blitz ever right here. There's a second blue. She just needs one more. There it comes. She's out at a 640. So SavageOctagon taking game one. And Swung looking like he's having some of the same problems. He needs that red. There it comes. And oh, that has killed his setup for the yellow horizontally down at the bottom there. He is going to get it there, get the red out of the right hand side and out of the 703. So GG's to both players, and we're ready for readies.
So game one to Savage. We have at least one more game coming up here. And it might be interesting to talk about these players' averages and stats and so forth. So the thing we're looking at here is Swang has an average of 653 in round one, with Savage only about 17 seconds behind at a 710. So it's a very close matchup here in terms of stats, and I think we saw that play out in our last game there, where they were both incredibly close to each other for the whole go of it.
Absolutely. So yeah, definitely some very close plays between these two, and that makes Swang getting the sort of board that he's gotten to start this level block just deadly dangerous for Savage, because
Wow.
yeah, everything that he has gotten just about has been able to be cleared. He's getting doubles, he's getting horizontals, he's getting combos and sweet teas. This is a heck of a board for Swang, and the fact that Savage is still even in this at this point, much less as close as she is just a testament to her play as well.
Yeah, wow. Swang has really been putting the pedal to the metal with these combos and looking like he's setting up for a T to finish off the level. Just needs a little bit of blue to make that happen.
Oh
Normally,
yeah,
a T is a little bit tricky to fire off without causing fall time, but because he left it for the last clear of the level, he didn't have to worry about that. Makes the T a much better option to look for. And he's out a little bit ahead, about 4 viruses ahead, going into the second level here.
yes indeed. Savage getting out at, I believe it was a 117, which was a good time. Swung though out at a 108, and just amazing play. And it's not just enough to get good RNG. You have to know what to do with it when you get it. So that's again, everything here is just a testament to how strong these players really are.
100%. And I think Swang showed us that last month with a game between us where we got the same levels at the end, and was just who piloted the build better. It's a very exciting time, but looks like Savage has reduced the advantage here by quite a bit. Just one virus apart and getting some real nice clears towards the bottom of her board. Very nice and efficient, and low drop time and so forth. So looks like she has really brought things back here.
Yes, if she manages to get the reds that she needs, a double red here well, yeah, actually that red and now a double red. She looks like she's going to try to manufacture one. That's a good play. That's going to put her out, but Swang has already managed to come out. So very close between these two, but again,
Now, how do you feel about waiting for a double yellow on Swang's board right now? Looks like he got it.
Well, he did get it. I feel like if you're talking about the one right at the top there, there's still plenty of board to play. If it were late in the game, I wouldn't do it, but that early where there's room to maneuver around, I think it's a safe play. But man, oh man, he's just very happy, I'm sure, to see that double yellow.
Totally. Yeah, I think I agree with you, especially because there were so many options left. So, even if you don't wait forever and don't commit yourself to it and just see what happens, which is I think what Swang was doing there. You can get a good outcome from time to time, and that's worth trying for. A big part of this game, I would say, is giving the doctor excuses to give you good RNG, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. And I was going to ask the same thing about the double blues that Swang had at the bottom of his board earlier, but by the time I could have even gotten the question out, he already had them cleared because he did, in fact, get a double blue and got a triple clear down at the bottom of his board, which is part of why he is looking at a 4-virus advantage, just waiting on one more blue, and he'll get it out at a 420.
Nice.
But Savage with a little bit of board health issue down at the bottom. You see her shaking her head. She knows this is going to be a rough one.
Oops.
Yep, and that's the sort of thing that'll really get in your head. So she's got to let that go.
Oh
and
no! Another misflip.
Yeah, misdrops breed. That is their primary duty.
And this is an especially unfortunate one because the thing that she would need to clear to get to it is the same color as her remaining viruses. So, sort of unfortunate, but she will get out of there in about 5 minutes. So this is quite an advantage for Swang at this point.
It is, but as we keep saying, this is not outside of the realm of turnarounds that we've seen before.
I'd also say that Swang's board is definitely not perfect at the moment. Looking at a few oddities that probably came from a few misflips of his own. I wasn't watching at the right moment to know for sure, but looks like he's going to be making some combos at the bottom to clear things out and open up the bottom of his board here. Just needs a lot of yellow and red, all of his blue viruses having gotten cleared already.
And Swang showing his ability to look one level below the top of his board. Again, just one of the uncanny abilities you start developing as you play. The more you play this game, and something that Swang really has shown to be one of his fortes. Now here he is out at a 614, so a very good time for him. And we are going to a decider.
Sweet.
For Dr. Mario, just what the doctor ordered, right? Savage is going to go ahead and top out here, although the board's not going to let her do it very quickly. She gives us the A, B start select to reset the game quickly.
Ah, yes. The intra-game meta here. All right, so they're all set up with their cursors at 6. Their music selections still in flux. Very important thing to think carefully about as the countdown comes, as we have a ready from Savage. Got a ready from Swang. Looks like we're just waiting on a countdown.
Swang keeping us on on our toes about which music he's going to go with. Looks like he's going to go with Chill after winning on Fever and losing on Chill. I'm a little surprised by that choice, but hey, he's not listening to it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. As we've got our 3, 2, 1 pills, and we are ready to see these boards.
All right, here we go.
On Savage's side, I absolutely am pro waiting around for this double blue or manufacturing one. I think she's got way too good of a combo riding on it, and there it is. Nice sweet tea to start off. That's what you want to see.
You love to see it, but Swang dealing with the fact that almost no red left on his entire board, and meanwhile probably 10 or 15 viruses of the yellow and blue. Just an incredible imbalance here.
He's not the only one, because if you look over on Savage's side, you'll see pretty much the exact same thing. She's finally pulled into some red, but for a good chunk there was no red whatsoever to speak of on her top line. Oh, that misflip. That's a tuck that didn't quite have the safety on, and that will happen sometimes. She's got it set up to continue on a horizontal or on a vertical, but I'm not sure if she's going to want to do that or try to stack up horizontal here.
It definitely does seem like the horizontal on that last red is the play, and she will be setting up for that. But Swang into level 7, and his board is absolutely gorgeous for doing the speedrunning thing.
Swang's got himself a good board. Savage finally getting that double red that she needed. The doctor providing a little insult to injury, and she's out at 146. But a very double friendly board at the top for Savage. As Swang having a little bit of a yellow deficit, he does have access to it, but not by a lot. That is going to give Savage a little bit of a chance to catch up, and in fact, she is only down 2 viruses right now.
One of the things I'd say about Swang's board is that the first little bit of the level there, he really went hard on opening up space at the bottom of his board. And partly that was because the doctor just wasn't giving him stuff that he needed at the top, but also I think that was a strategic choice that he made. And he's now seeing the benefit of that as he has tons of options for all of these pills that don't match his top line. But Savage has taken herself into the lead briefly and then back out. It's a back and forth match here.
That was the term that came to my mind as well. Definitely back and forth. Savage trying to find some clears that are not going to cost her any drop time, and well, she just needs 3 blues as Swang out at a 316 as Savage continues to wait for her blues.
Man, I feel like we saw this story already, but here it is.
Cost her about 10 seconds there. That's you hate to see it, but that is in fact the way Dr. Mario goes.
Yep. Now, Swang's board, a lot of verticality, so that can be frustrating depending on exactly what your playstyle is. Looks like he's trying to be as flexible as he can with that property.
Pulls off a beautiful quad as well.
Really having to do a lot of tucks during his play here.
Yep, and he's gonna have to. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say he's gonna have to build a bridge for that yellow that he had, and turns out that was not the case. So on his side, that things are looking great on Savages. She is just making progress. But again, we may be looking at a case of just not quite enough, as the doctor really took her to task at the end of that level 8, at level 7. Oh, we're still on level 8. They've still got a whole nother level to go. Listen to me. Trying to end things early. That's no good.
It'll be interesting to see how Swang plays this last little bit. There are opportunities for T's and L's and the like, but they do require specific pills to come. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and set those up. Got the red yellow that he needed to clear off the combo on the right, and now just waiting for some red to get to the end of his level 8. And Savage not far behind here with just 4 viruses to go on her 8. And the doctor giving her lots of great stuff to be finishing off. But she will be a couple seconds behind here as she waits for the last little bit of red, about 20 seconds behind, it looks like.
Yep, and she's visibly frustrated, but that's, again, this is very typical of the doctor and what he provides us. Swang deciding not to work. He's going to wait for that red blue. I'm not sure I wouldn't have pulled the trigger a little bit earlier on that combo that he was playing with. But regardless, it's got him in a good spot. He is down to 22, 20,
Wow.
18. It's just dropping fast here. Savage, meanwhile, is keeping pace. But now I can say it. It may be a case of too little too late when it comes to the bottom half of this board. At the end of that level 7 may very well have cost her a real chance at this.
That may have been the one, as she is about 10 viruses behind, very close to the end of level 9. She has got some amazing setups fired off during this end game, but Swang with only 1 virus to go, just 1 pill half to go, and he's out, and he will be the winner of round 1, moving on to round 2.
That is, again, the fact that this went to 3 just shows the strength of these two players. It's that level 7, that was just a sad unfairness on the doctor's part. That was nothing Savage did wrong. In this case, it was just good play, or a really good play from Swang, and some really rotten RNG. So Savage out of 7-11. Give a GG to both of our players. Give a follow to both of them as well.